something that's unmistakably Bond and respectfully adjacent to everything that has come before it, but confidently occupies its own space as a uniquely separate take. That is, it never seems like a situation akin to 2001's 007 Agent Under Fire, which felt like the series was in a holding pattern before EA cut another check for Pierce Brosnan. No, this is a fastidiously assembled world of its very own, inspired in all the key ways by the work of creator Ian Fleming and the expectations bred by the films, but tailored for IO's take on the series like a bespoke suit.
Beyond it, hello and welcome to IGN's live pre-show for Sony's big summer state of play. I'm Max Goble, host of IGN's weekly PlayStation show Beyond. I'm here with my good friends Jay Griffin and Nick Lamone. What's up, everybody? Beyond.
Beyond. It's summer of gaming. It's here.
Video games, baby.
Yeah, they're back. They were gone for a brief moment, but they're back now. IGN Summer of Gaming kicks off with Sony's hour-long state of play, which will hopefully feature a few big surprises and things we haven't heard rumors online about for months. But let's start off with what we know for sure is going to be there, which is something I'm very excited about. I think we're all pretty sold on this, but Insomniac's Wolverine.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we got a pretty good, healthy dose of what this game looks like in action after a very long wait and seeing that one CG trailer on loop a few times over. It looks like a Wolverine game for sure. What do you hope to see from this?
I want to see a little bit more of what we're doing outside of the action. I'm not saying like, oh, I want Wolverine to be like a detective and doing all that type of stuff. I just want to know what we're doing between the set pieces and not just if we are just running from set piece to set piece kind of action style, almost Uncharted like. Mm-hmm. I'm okay with that. I just want to know what that kind of the gameplay loop and vibe is going to be for the whole game.
Yeah. Nick, what about you?
For me, it's the caliber of Insomniac, right? Insomniac is always doing stuff inventive when it comes to weapons, combining weapons, unlockables, and it's like not open world design. I guess they do that with Spider-Man, but open hubs and something like Ratchet and Clank. What I'm curious to see is how Wolverine sets itself apart from Insomniac, Spider-Man 1, 2, and Miles Morales, because I don't necessarily want to be moving around a giant open world as Wolverine, so I'm curious how they can scale back on the scope of the game without compromising what makes their games feel so fun to play. And I think from what we've seen so far on, as you said, the trailers on loop in our offices, just the dismemberments, the like almost a Metal Gear Revengeance-esque-ness to it, where you just how fine into meaty giblets can I cut people into? You know, like is there a limit?
Yeah. No, the dismemberment. Yeah, they spent some time on that.
It's gnarly.
Yeah, it's pretty intense, and it's like I love that it's about a dude with knives for hands who can't be killed. It should be a big old M-rated game. Like it should not be rated T for teen, and they're clearly not even considering doing that. But no, to your point about the world structure, I think we hear an Insomniac Marvel game, and the knee-jerk reaction is to be like, cool, it'll be Spider-Man with claws, but that's not what I want. That's exactly, yeah. And I mean. Yeah, like Insomniac's kind of prestige, they do a lot of, they're always been really good at like gadgets and weapons. And Wolverine is not that. So I'm kind of like, again, they do great open world stuff, they do great traversal of Spider-Man, they do cool gadgets and weapons, and none of those really apply here. And that's not to say I don't have faith, I'm just completely sold on this game. Like, there's not even like a moment of hesitation. So at this point, it's kind of just gilding the lily, like I don't know what. I guess I do want to see a kind of uninterrupted stretch of gameplay, to your point, to see kind of what the moment-to-moment is. I'm sure there's going to be something puzzle adjacent, you know?
They always seem to sprinkle a little bit of puzzle stuff into their games, which is fine. I enjoy that, like, little breaks from time to time. I also really want to see how they're handling his regeneration, because you're obviously going to take damage, you're going to get shot, you're going to get hit. What is that going to look like graphically in this game? Because the last X-Men game where you had that did a pretty good job of showing the regeneration.
Yeah, skeleton, you see bits of his like adamantium skeleton, but to that point, what does it look like to have a failure state in this game? If Wolverine can't die, like, what does a game over screen look like, and how do you achieve that? Do you just have to stop playing for like 30 seconds while Wolverine regenerates his head or something?
Just lay there and all the guards go back into stealth, and they're just like, well, he's dead, we're good.
Well, one thing that I do think I'm the most excited about, though, Insomniac has proven time and time again that they are the cutting edge when it comes to showcasing the power of the PlayStation 5. So I just can't wait to see, is this game going to be running at a 4K, 120 frames per second? Like, they know how to optimize their games for the platform. So I'm just excited to see one, how smooth the game is, and two, what other fun tricks they've learned in its long development cycle. And since bringing Spider-Man to the PlayStation 5, like what other tricks of the trade have they learned that they're going to apply here? So I'm very, very excited.
Yeah, I know. We're at that point where the devs have had the PS5 for long enough that they can really kind of open it up and do cool things there. Let's talk about the sort of elephant in the room, which is God of War. We've been hearing rumblings about a new God of War something for quite some time now. I don't know, Jason Schreier at Bloomberg has talked about how there's a spin-off that is borderline unrecognizable from what we're used to. We got the tease of the remake trilogy. We got Sons of Sparta. Like the God of War franchise is sort of in interesting spots, and there's also the TV show in the works. Like they're doing stuff. They're making moves there. But as to know what Sony Santa Monica's core team is working on, that's kind of a big mystery. Schreier said that it's going to be a spin-off that is like basically a new IP, practically a new IP. And yeah, I'm dying to see what this is, if this is in fact going to be there.
Yeah, I think if they're trying to make this different from God of War, I'm interested most in seeing how it sets itself apart. Because I think anybody coming to this franchise, this new spin-off in this franchise, is still going to want that core kind of vibe and feel for God of War, but I think they're going to be open to different gameplay if that's what they're going for, and I hope they are, because I want something different. Otherwise, why not just make God of War 3 at this point, or whatever, not 3, but obviously whatever next mythology we're going.
Yeah, the next Kratos-esque game. Yeah, and when you look at a showcase or a state of play like this, I often think from like a branding perspective that there is some sense of you want to show off your portfolio, why people need to play on PlayStation 5, and the fact that we are rumored getting this God of War thing in a presentation where we have Wolverine. When I think of Wolverine and God of War, I think there's a lot of overlap there. It's up close and personal. It's very brutal, violent combat, and it's something that when the dust settles on your encounter, you feel like a badass walking out of it. And I'm curious, like, I don't think they would show two things that are that similar back to back in the same presentation, which makes me think this truly is going to be something unlike anything we've seen. So at that point, what's left? What makes God of War God of War? Why does it need to be set in the God of War universe? And I think it's going to be, maybe we are finally going to get a different pantheon at this point. Maybe we get to explore different pantheons.
I mean, it is in a weird spot where, like, Ragnarok was huge, and again, that was also a cross-platform game, so we haven't gotten to see a God of War game that's exclusively using PS5 hardware. There's the remake of the trilogy in the works, which that's got the original Kratos, but Christopher Judge, when asked about that at some fan event, was like, oh yeah, I'm not doing that, but it's going to have all the new combat stuff. It's going to be all new high tech. And he's just going to blurting out.
Wait, he said that?
He said that about the remake, which is like, okay, well, you're not involved, but clearly you've seen something. And then he was like, you're going to see what we're working on late summer. And it's not late summer yet, but like, I don't know, that's...
I mean, why wait till late summer when you can debut it early summer?
Yeah, sure, exactly. But also, like, I don't know, if Kratos says what we're working on, that would sort of suggest that Kratos is in fact involved here. And yeah, I don't know. I'm
maybe he's a companion character this time.
Maybe. Yeah. So yeah, that's again another big sort of mystery in Sony's first-party single-player portfolio. The other one that we've seen a bit of is what Naughty Dog's been working on, which is Intergalactic: The Heretic Prophet, revealed at the TGAs. Again, this is Naughty Dog's new thing. This is it's in space. It's in a Porsche. They got some Adidas. They got some Pet Shop Boys. It's really it looks cool, but also it looks like it's a long ways away. I feel like we are not going to see this today, but I would love to be proven wrong.
I think we could see a small teaser. Maybe it's just another kind of cinematic that we get for it that kind of like shows a little bit more of what we're getting into and what to expect. But I think you're right. I think we are still at least another year away from getting a full-on like gameplay reveal for this one, which makes me sad because I'm very excited for this. This just everything they've been talking about when it comes to Intergalactic, it seems like it's going to be up my alley. So I'm really hoping that it is going to scratch the itch that I want it to.
I think I'm going to be the optimist here. I think we are going to get gameplay during this state of play, and I think this state of play needs to bring out all the big guns, and I think that this needs to be a statement that's getting made of like why you need to own a PlayStation 5. And I think by getting games from Insomniac, from Sony Santa Monica, and from Naughty Dog, I think PlayStation would be making that mission statement very loud and clear. And one thing that has me most excited about this next game from Naughty Dog, this is their first new game in a very long time.
Yeah.
That they've left behind the Uncharted, they've left behind the Last of Us's, and now this is a brand new thing. I'm always excited to see new things appear on consoles, and if Naughty Dog has done anything, they've shown audiences why you need to own a PlayStation.
Exactly.
Because
Yeah.
the level of like high fidelity visuals that they pump into their game it's borderline irresponsible, but I love it. The consumers win.
Yeah, so like again, we're talking about all single player stuff. We didn't get a chance to get to the multiplayer stuff, which again has been kind of an iffy situation for Sony this generation. What is it, Marathon Season 2 just got a trailer like 2 hours ago, an hour ago. There's Horizon Hunters Gathering, which is doing playtests left and right. There's also Fair Games, which is in the works. Again, we might see something from that department. There's also Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls. Yeah, we're going to find out in a second, but we need to take a quick break because there's more in the works. So stick around. IGN Summer of Gaming continues after this.
IGN Summer of Gaming is presented by Evil Dead Burn. Only in theaters July 10th.
The average Cinefix movie list features nearly 100 different films and approximately 25 minutes worth of wall-to-wall deep dive analysis. Simulate that pace for this 30-second hour featuring 26 different films before you say, no, that math does not check out. We're not math people, we're movie people. We can't even count down from 10 without ending up at like 96. Subscribe to IGN Movies and TV for more Cinefix movie lists. Bad at math, great at movies.
Can't find that final collectible you're missing? IGN strategy guides and interactive maps are here to help.
One step at a time.
IGN guides are trusted by millions, easy to use, and best of all, free. IGN has the very best, most complete and accurate guides for Shadow of the Erdtree, Baldur's Gate 3, Tears of the Kingdom, and so much more.
See? It's good, right?
Every guide is tested and verified for you by experts. Just search for IGN when you search for guides.
IGN Plus is where your adventure begins.
What are you selling?
Plus is a place to get unlimited access to all the tools you need to beat your games.
Here's what you need to know for bringing down Gloomspawn.
Plus, awesome exclusive discounts on IGN Store.
Maybe this would tease open your money pouch.
Plus, ad-free browsing on IGN.com. Plus, unlimited game help tools like
Premium interactive maps with your own custom map markers, filters, marker notes, and more.
This will come in handy.
Plus, access to sweepstakes, giveaways, and free game keys.
Wow!
Exactly. Want more? Head to IGN.com/plus and start your adventure today.
Welcome back. If today has you excited for big gaming events, just remember that IGN Live is coming up this weekend. It is a 2-day in-person event celebrating all the best in gaming and entertainment. You can expect celebrity appearances, live stage shows like this one, panels, meet and greets with people like us, playable game demos, tons of giveaways, and lots more. That is all happening June 6th and 7th in downtown LA. You can check the full lineup and grab tickets at IGN.com/live. And if you use the coupon code BEYOND, the name of this show, you can score a complimentary one-day ticket. If you can't make it in person, no worries.
Final Fantasy or Square Enix in this presentation. Maybe a title reveal with a teaser to like tune into SGF is my guess. And the reason why I say that, Final Fantasy VII in particular has always been associated with the PlayStation brand. However, tomorrow Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is getting released on Nintendo Switch 2 and Xbox. we've noticed Square Enix going more and more with the multi-platform route. So one thing that makes more sense to me is to announce a simultaneous multi-platform release for whatever Part 3 ends up being called at a more agnostic event like Summer Games Fest. So that's my speculation, but I'm praying I'm wrong because I want to see this game like yesterday.
I mean, it makes a lot of sense. Square Enix has commented many times about their games not hitting the financials that they need when it comes to sales numbers. Going to multiple platforms on day one is a way to help fix that. You got 3 times the player base potentially. So that's gonna. I'm for that strategy if they're going for it. I will be sad that it's not PlayStation exclusive because it's as a PlayStation person first. Like I always love having. Well, and I love because when your game is developed for a console specifically, you often see those like fine-tuned improvements that are specific to your console. When you have to split to multiple consoles, sometimes that fractures some development time. But I'm more than happy to give that up for other people to be able to enjoy it day one and not have to wait behind that Sony paywall to get it. Buy our console if you want to play this game. What do you think the R is going to be for this one?
That was going to be my next question.
Sorry, Max. I beat you to it.
I mean, off the top of my head, probably something like Return. I don't. They've already used Rebirth, which I was like, okay, maybe that one. They've already used Reunion for Crisis Core, so I'm just gonna say Return because I'm on the spot right now, and I don't want to get it wrong.
Max, any guesses?
Reborn? I don't know.
Okay.
That's
kind of
Rebirth, right?
basically, just a different.
Do you think Square Enix is that concerned with video game titles?
I think Recollection.
Revengeance. Anyway,
Revengeance.
I do think there's a point to be had about if you launch your game on multiple platforms all at once, it becomes a zeitgeist. It becomes part of the conversation. If you kind of drip feed it, you might get that that fun of exclusiveness. You don't have to develop all for multiple platforms at once. But look at Resident Evil Requiem. That launched on the consoles and Switch, and it is one of the best-selling games of the year. It is the fastest-selling Resident Evil game in franchise history. It was a great game. We all loved it.
Yep.
And I think right now we're kind of waiting to see what Capcom has next. Something that kind of blew me away about Requiem, not Requiem itself, but the lead up to it, is that it's been less than a year since that was revealed.
Yeah.
And we were hearing rumors about it for ages, that Leon would be back. And it was at Summer Games Fest last year that we got a look at this game in action. And initially we were all like, well, I don't know. I just know Leon. It's just this new lady. I don't know. She looks kind of blah. And of course, I ate those words very quickly. We're all waiting on DLC. I know there's Mercenaries mode. People want that. We've got the Leon Must Die Forever, which is a cool little, bonus.
It's a fun little roguelike.
Yeah, this is all good. I'd be happy with any of that. I also hope we see Code Veronica remake.
Yes.
I mean, I think, look, I want to see Code Veronica remake as much as the next person, but I don't think it'd be wise to dilute the waters by having 2 Resident Evil announcements. But hey, I would love to be wrong. I think they've done 2 Resident Evil announcements before in the past in a PlayStation State of Play. But I think that they're going to go all in on a DLC for Requiem. I'm hoping for a Chris/Ada campaign. That'd be sick. But I don't know. But I say if we do hear from Code Veronica, I don't think it's going to be until SGF is my guess.
Yeah, that's a safe bet. I mean, to your point about a cross-platform release, if you're trying to get the biggest audience, this is first and foremost a PlayStation showcase. And Capcom has a great working relationship. They've revealed a bunch of Resident Evil stuff during various states of play and showcases, but it's, again, for these big summer things, I can see that being the one where you get the most eyes on it. One thing that we did get revealed at the most recent state of play was Silent Hill Townfall, which, again, looking at Capcom's playbook, Konami seems to be following suit, and we got we got Silent Hill 2 remake, and then we got Silent Hill F, and then we got this one, which is from what is it called? They've had one other game to their name. It's a studio that did, I think it's the TV Glow or something.
Is it Annapurna? Is it?
It's Annapurna worked on it, but it's.
Because I started looking it up as soon because I was like, who is it? It's Annapurna Interactive. Yeah. And the developer is
Screenburn, who did. Anyway, we can look this up later. But it's a new Silent Hill game, which is exciting.
Yeah.
It's first person. I'm into this because it's, Silent Hill F was cool. It did the whole, kind of Japanese focus. I dig that this is a weird, foggy American town. I feel like that's kind of quintessentially Silent Hill.
I think this is like Scotland, if I'm not mistaken.
Is it Scotland?
Saint Amelia is the name of the place. But regardless, to your point, I do think that when we saw that we were getting so much Silent Hill, I was like, everyone's eyes narrowed a little bit. It was during the era of Konami. Are they actually coming back? Silent Hill 2 ended up being incredible from Bloober. Silent Hill F, I loved from last year. I thought that game was phenomenal. So whatever they're doing with Silent Hill, I think they understand the general tone that we're looking for and what Silent Hill is about. And if I'm not mistaken, based on the previous time we've seen this, it seems like there's a lot of cancer imagery. It looks like we are in this, foggy town. It looks very scary. It looks spooky. And then you got that little scanner.
A gross guy with a shape for a head, not quite pyramid head.
It's checking all the boxes.
Yeah. I think it's so the studio is based in Glasgow.
Glasgow.
And it's, developers worked on Alien Isolation and Red Dead Redemption before forming their own studio, and they worked on Stories Untold. So I feel like there's some good talent in the room. What we've seen so far looks really promising.
I think Konami's being really smart about this franchise right now. They've been giving it out to different studios to do the work and doing the work in the genres where they shine and letting them just kind of hey, you do this really well. Do this with this franchise. And like you said, Nick, they've been on a roll with their last bunch of Silent Hill games. So I think hopefully this is going to follow suit the same way.
And now, we're talking about Konami, so I think maybe we get a look at Metal Gear Solid 4 running on the HD, the Master Collection. What is it called?
Master Collection Volume 2, I
guess. Part 2, yeah. So this will be the first time, Konami's been on a roll. Everything they're doing is great. I hope we finally get to see Metal Gear Solid 4 running on modern hardware. They said it's happening, so let's just see it in action.
I would love to be... well, I feel like I'm going to be disappointed even saying this. I'd love to see a new Metal Gear something, like another Delta-shaped remake, or I know this is a blasphemous thought, but a new Metal Gear game.
Just maybe
a new Metal Gear game that isn't necessarily, well, definitely not involved with Kojima, but I don't know. I love that franchise. I'd love to see it signs of life.
Do you think we'll see Fizzant today at all?
No, there's no way.
I don't know. I think I saw Kojima's Instagram. I think he's in LA now, so who knows?
That's very possible. I don't think we're going to see Fizzant. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw OD during the Xbox game showcase.
That makes
but
sense.
Fizzant feels like it. Fizzant coming out this decade, so I'm going to keep using that joke until they tell me to stop. Speaking of famed directors going off and forming their own studios, there's also Project Robot from Fumito Ueda from Team Ico. This was revealed at TGA's 2024. It looks like Team Ico meets Evangelion or something. Like it's got a very apocalyptic mech imagery.
This is one of those games where it just kind of, I think it took us all by surprise in the best ways. When it revealed, there was just so much going on that we just didn't understand the context of, and I think that's kind of what Fumito Ueda does best with his games. So this was shown in a state of play, 2 years ago now, I think, at this point? Maybe it was last year?
I think it was TGA's.
Was it TGA's?
Yeah, it was a TGA.
It was a TGA,
Yeah, that's always kind of an odd... I feel like Jeff frequently gets... Former developer studio head of blank has new studio, here's their new project, but it's something that previously was associated with, a big, first-party publisher, maybe, yeah. But, I'd love to see more of this. Again, with something with how long we waited for The Last Guardian... I feel like we're almost accustomed to be like, we'll check this game out in 7 years or whatever.
I don't think we see this game today, mostly because I think, Fumito Ueda, I want to see more from this game. I love Ico, Shadow of the Colossus, and I even like The Last Guardian. But, Fumito Ueda made that statement at the TGAs, or it was announced officially that he'd be working with Epic Games to develop/publish this robot game. So I don't think it's going to happen, especially since a lot of the studios that were associated with Ueda have been shut down at PlayStation. So it just feels like it's like you're watching your ex succeed after you broke up with them, and it's like, what could have been?
I feel like we see a lot of that in the gaming industry as different studios move to different companies. Bungie went to Xbox, then now they're with PlayStation, and it's been a lot of back and forth with a lot of studios.
It's an odd time. But yeah, jumping off that, another Capcom IP besides Resident Evil we could see is Devil May Cry.
This is my hopium title to show up on this today. I need Devil May Cry 6. It's the perfect time. We just finished season 2 of the Netflix anime. Why not bundle that with that excitement, that energy for Devil May Cry 6? It has been way too long since we've got to see Dante, Virgil, and everybody else just hacking and slashing to demons to bits. I want more of this. I need this in my veins immediately.
Bury the light.
Yes.
Bury the light. I mean, I think. Please don't yell at me for saying this. I think we're gonna see a Devil May Cry 1 remake before we see Devil May Cry 6.
That was my next thought. Yeah.
I wouldn't be mad about it because I do think Devil May Cry 1, as outstanding as it is, it'd be nice to play that in like in the RE engine. I think that could be pretty sick.
I wouldn't be surprised if we got that, and I wouldn't be mad either. I think if they were doing, look, the remaster treatment is all the rage with a lot of those older games right now. Capcom is doing it with Onimusha, right?
Yep.
So I could see Devil May Cry being the next on that list.
What they need to do is actually just remake 2.
I
think
needs a full facelift.
I think remake is the move there because it's, again, people get scared off by a number from a 25-year-old franchise.
6 is daunting.
Yeah, and
It
it's
is.
again, when you wait that long just between entries in a series, like there's an entire generation of gamers that shows up in that time who's like, what's going on over here? Devil May Cry? Oh, you mean like the Netflix show? You know, like you got to have a new point of entry for people. Yeah, speaking of games that are actually announced, but long breaks between new entries, Kingdom Hearts 4 is a thing that is theoretically happening.
Dude, don't even give me the hope, because part of me always was like, is this the one where we see Kingdom Hearts 4? Hey, look, PlayStation needs to come out swinging. I think partnering with Square Enix, people will talk about the PlayStation conference or the State of Play if we see Kingdom Hearts 4. It needs to happen. Tetsuya Nomura, show me what you've got, baby. I'm ready. I'm ready with open arms.
There's been a lot of chatter in the live chat, which I'm watching and monitoring, for Kingdom Hearts 4. So also Devil May Cry 6. So shout out to you guys out there. Yes, I'm one of y'all.
Will we see Star Wars in Kingdom Hearts?
Ooh.
I feel weird.
But Max, there was like maybe a little bit of a leg of an AT-AT. What do you mean?
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we get it. I mean, we had Pirates of the Caribbean, so it shows that they can
do
handle
live action.
They can handle the live action. So why not get Star Wars? Question is, are we going to get Marvel? Like, is that going to be?
I need to see Goofy team up with Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man.
What about Alien and Predator and Die Hard? Like, I feel like since the last Kingdom Hearts, Disney has acquired a large chunk of popular culture as a whole, and at that point, you're like, does that go in Kingdom Hearts 2?
This is all just an elaborate ruse to remake Final Fantasy Versus 13 with a Kingdom Hearts 4 skin on top of it. We're gonna go back to.
Oh, don't.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to open the can of worms. But hey, I'm there with you.
No, I'm all for it. Give us Versus 13. Why not?
No,
Bring it back.
on the Marvel front, we know we're getting Wolverine. There's also Marvel Tokon, which is coming out.
Yes.
That's got a release date. That's on the way. I feel like that's a fairly quantifiable thing at this point. To the point where I think they're going to do like a character reveal, maybe.
They've got to show off.
Yeah,
the characters.
I think that's pretty much all I really need is just to see more of the roster for this game. I don't think I need to see more like intense gameplay. Maybe like what features they're going to have. Like, are they going to have something like Street Fighter 6's like story mode where you go around and meet other characters in the universe? I don't know what that's
something unusual around like there being one level or something like that. Like the X-Men mansion. Like there's just like I want to see more environments. I want to see because they've only shown the outside the X-Men.
No, they showed Savage Land.
Did they? Okay.
Yeah, they showed a couple of them. It looks cool. Again, it feels like such a known quantity. It's Marvel versus Capcom without the Capcom, and I'm into that. But I feel like I want like a little more of a hook.
I just want to see more of the art, honestly.
Something that a lot of people in the chat want is Destiny 3, which I don't want to be a party pooper, but I feel like that probably is not going to happen today.
Probably not.
I mean, Marathon Season 2 just came out. Marathon is probably my current front runner for Game of the Year. I'm obsessed with it.
You did this to Destiny.
You did it.
I single-handedly did this to Destiny. I don't think we're going to see that anytime soon, but I hope that we do hear from the Destiny at some point in the future. But regardless, Season 2 did just launch today for Marathon, so it'd be very strange for PlayStation to talk about Destiny in any way, shape, or form, because that seems like a PR disaster. But hey, what do I know?
Yeah, it's exciting. You know, we always kind of hear rumblings and rumors leading up to this stuff, and there's always little things where you're like, oh, this ESRB thing popped up, and little
things leaked. I think I saw like leaked footage of a Jet Grind Radio
Oh
thing
my gosh.
kicking around.
Yeah, there's like 2 Sega projects we haven't heard from. Jet Set Radio and Crazy Taxi.
There's screenshots for the Tomb Raider remake,
Yep.
Legacy of Atlantis. It's like there's
Square Enix one to
all
show
this
up.
stuff just kind of floating around in the ether. And again, it takes so long to make games that I feel like we'll hear about something 3 years ago and we're like, oh, that sounds cool anyway. And then it pops up and we're like, that thing, we heard about that sort of. And so I'm always so eager for that stuff to just kind of make a sudden appearance and everyone goes, whoa, that thing? Okay.
I mean, it's possible. This PlayStation says this state of play is over 60 minutes long, so it's going to be a meaty one. I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of big surprises and a lot of cool stuff.
I mean, they booked out theaters for people to go and watch this in theaters. They have to be feeling very confident about what they have to show today.
Wolverine state of play signature menu at Alamo Drafthouse. I love it. That's one of the things that leaked. People are like the menu of the state of play leaked, which is definitely a new one. I don't know. This is starting very soon. Reminder for everyone to please stick around afterwards because we're going to have a whole post show, maybe some surprises in store. But again, this is just the first of a whole bunch of events that are going to be happening throughout the summer. And yeah, again, between now and Gamescom, a lot of stuff is going to show up and get announced. And it's exciting. It's fun. It's nice to get excited about some new games.
Video games are back, baby.
They're back. I love when the video games are back.
Bub.
Who's the out of left field? Who's the one Marvel character you want to see show up in Wolverine?
Magneto, because that'd be terrifying.
You can't know
that'd be terrifying.
Silliness, nonsense.
Toad. I want him.
Toad?
I want to
Okay.
see Toad.
All right, Deadpool. It's a long shot, but who knows? We're gonna shut up now because The Thing is starting. Stick around after for the post-show spectacular. We'll see you then.
Hi, I'm Marcus Smith, Creative Director for Marvel's Wolverine. Today, we're excited to debut a new look at the game. To set the stage, Wolverine is in a race against time to rescue a group of kidnapped mutants before they're shipped off to parts unknown by cybernetically enhanced mercenaries known as the Reavers. However, Logan quickly discovers he isn't the only mutant attempting to save them. Let's take a look.
See if we can find the one that got away. Redhead. Might be our lead. Looks like she took off into the industrial park. All right, let's search the area.
Give me a status update.
Perimeter stable. Holding position.
No answer. Stay sharp. I don't like this. Should do another sweep. It's too quiet. Shut it, freak! Ship's casting off! Not today, Bob. The hell? folks can't wait to die.
We hope you enjoyed that new look at Marvel's Wolverine. This is a single-player, action-adventure game featuring a focused, story-driven experience that will send Logan on a perilous journey across the globe, where more than innocent mutant lives are at stake. In this game, mutants live in hiding, fearful of those who would hunt them down, while most of the world doesn't even know they exist. As you saw, you'll encounter iconic Marvel characters like Jean Grey, Mystique, and Sabretooth.
Some folks can't wait to die.
We also showed you a glimpse of the brutal combat you'll experience in Marvel's Wolverine. It's fast, fluid, and visceral in the way that only Logan can deliver. Marvel's Wolverine is built to take full advantage of the PlayStation 5 consoles, and we cannot wait for you to get your hands on it when it launches September 15th, 2026. We're also happy to announce that you can pre-order your copy today at the end of the show in select markets. Check out PlayStation Blog for more information. On behalf of everyone at Insomniac Games, thank you. See you next time.
Hello and welcome to State of Play. I wanted to start by thanking Marcus and the whole team at Insomniac for that extended look at Marvel's Wolverine. We've got a ton more to share with news and updates from both PlayStation Studios and third-party studios from around the globe. Let's get right to it with the latest from our friends at Arc System Works, XDev, and Marvel Games.
Prepare to face the supreme master of the pugilistic art, the Duke of Get Your Dupes Up, Mr.
Actions are worth more than any word.
And the greatest action is to fight.
You have defeated so many. You've defeated whole worlds. But you've never fought Doom. Let me show you why you should kneel.
Think you're a genius, Doom?
Your works are mere trinkets. My genius is endless.
And now my turn. You made promises, Doom, and those promises shall be kept.
This violence will solve nothing, Eric.
My dearest Laurel, mutant kind shall rise, and I will be the one to lead the way.
Showtime! You look a little angry, Bug. I'm still holding a grudge. Curtsy, huh?
Time to stop laughing, Gobby.
That all you got? Box away! What? I'm gonna kill Spider-Man, not you! You want to fight? Carnage will give you one to the
Moment has come. Attack! No mercy.
Let me do it! I'll snipe you up! Don't be greedy! It's mine!
Knights of Doom, destroy them! Feel my wrath!
The end is near.
I see much from my perch atop the tree of tranquility. Yet, there are some outcomes that are uncertain, even to me.
Dragons!
Let's roll!
Your heroics will no doubt be the stuff of tales twice told throughout the Glade of Dreams.
Feed my axe!
Calming biscuits? But, oh!
heroes. The Glade of Dreams is in grave danger.
It's time I made my mark.
It's 4 against 1! You don't stand a chance! Maybe he stands a little bit of a chance.
Robots to the rescue!
I am as fast as a Furfat! Kick eyes!
For a Glade, then!
You think this ends here?
Cool! I'm here!
Are you ready for our game, Ray-Ban?
Let's get it pumping. Immaculate, make action pack back to back while you yapping away. I got a knack to react, but I'm packing a grace to the max with a fact. Let me grab the space. I had a map the place. You gotta laugh and face on long and strong, looking like a stack full of hate. It goes on and on to the back of the page. This phenomenon is on. I don't even have to say I'm where I belong. This no back in the you know. I go where I want.
You got shy.
You can't stop me, it gets sloppy to bear on them. They try to put me for man, look at the tears on a mishpat. Yeah, so we're for the ball. When you're this good, go let them know. Yeah, so we're for the ball. When you're this good, go let them know. They ain't never hear a man like this. They ain't never seen a man like this. Go let them know. They ain't never hear a man like this. They ain't never seen a man like this. Go let them know.
무차 쓴나요?
Hi everyone! お久しぶりです。安心の中村郁美です。Did you miss me? I missed you! と言っても多分私のことを知らないし忘れてる人もいるかもしれないんですけど、そうだな、見てねお姉さんです。今日皆さんにお届けしたのは妖怪ハンターアクションゲームケムリです。舞台はケムリシティ。この世とあの世が混ざってるカオスな街をアジアをベースにいろんなカルチャーが入り混じってます。 煙あるところに妖怪ありという言葉がありまして、それを妖怪ハンターが見つけ出します。そこで使うのが妖怪ハンターだけが使えるフォックスウィンドウ、狐の窓です。この窓を介してパラノーマル現象や妖怪を見つけ出して、で可視化してそこに妖怪をハントする。しかし妖怪をただただ集めるわけではありません。私たちのゲームでは妖怪と契約をしなければなりません。頂上をまとい未知を狩る、あなた自身に憑依してもらいます。そして憑依した妖怪のパワーを使って憑依アパレルというかっこいいアパレルをまとって、スーパーパワーでもっと強い妖怪に挑んでこの世界の謎に近づいていく。ハンターは種類が3つありまして、1つは刀ハンターになります。もう1つは弓ハンター、次はシャーマン。そこで皆さんお気づきの通りマルチプレイあります。仲間と一緒に暴れて死にかけて妖怪ハンターとして一緒にこの煙シティで煙って遊んでいただければ嬉しいです。私たちはカオスをお届けして笑いをお届けしたいと思って煙を作ってます。あの世に最も近い都市煙シティへようこそと言いたいところですが、煙はまだまだ開発中です。情報いっぱい落としていきますので、もうとにかく煙の世界をこれから楽しんでください。レッツ煙、煙っていこう。シュッシュシューシュッシュシューシュッシュシューカカカカカカ。
Halfway across the continent looking for you. Hard woman to track down.
Well, you found me.
Ms. Croft, I hear when it comes to retrieval, you're the one to hire. This isn't about glory or money or making the world a better place. This is a puzzle, buried in centuries of silence. You don't strike me as someone who walks past a locked door without wondering what's behind it. There's a reason I can only trust you with this.
Gotta say, I captured your good side.
You're assuming I've got a bad side.
So, what was your favourite from today?
I liked the Alisol.
What did you like about it?
He's big and loud.
Oh, I think my favourite is the Diplodocus.
There's always a choice.
Back in early 2023, S-Game first showed us Phantom Blade Zero in passing at a hotel, and we knew immediately that this game had incredible potential. Look forward to more details in a gameplay and story deep dive coming later this summer. Next, let's head over to the sandworm-infested sands of Arrakis in Dune Awakening. In this open-world survival RPG, you can fully immerse yourself in the world of Dune. Unravel a cinematic story filled with mystery and intrigue, featuring many of the characters from the books and movies.
Find the Fremen, wake the sleeper.
Alone or with friends, you will explore the vast open world of Arrakis and learn to survive and thrive by unlocking the secrets of the Fremen. Along the way, you'll discover new technologies, craft gadgets and weaponry, and build a base of operations that will grow and expand as you progress towards power and fortune. Pursue the path of the Bene Gesserit, Swordmaster, Trooper, or Mentat, and master anything from mind control to brutal hand-to-hand combat. In Dune Awakening, you can choose to play with your friends or alone in a brand new single-player mode arriving with the PlayStation release. Dune Awakening arrives on PS5 on September 22nd. Pre-orders start today. The fan-favorite PS2 classic Dynasty Warriors 3 is getting remastered for PS5. Dynasty Warriors 3 Complete Edition Remastered is a modern revival of the 2001 game that established the foundation of the series. Players can become one of over 40 officers and experience intense 1 versus 1,000 skirmishes across vast battlefields. And joining the battle is Zowan, the protagonist from Dynasty Warriors Origins.
It ends here.
Dynasty Warriors 3 Complete Edition Remastered launches later this year. Pre-orders start today. From the award-winning studio behind the Ori series comes a bold new vision for action RPGs. No Rest for the Wicked is a brutal Souls-like built around skill, consequence, and precision combat. Step into a living hand-painted world you can explore alone or share with friends in your own persistent realm. A world that evolves even when you're offline. The highly anticipated full 1.0 release expands everything. A massive world, a deep class and progression system, and hundreds of hours of content, including endgame, all with full crossplay and cross-save. No Rest for the Wicked launches on PS5 this October and is available to wishlist now. Up next, let's check in with Capcom for an update on Onimusha: Way of the Sword.
Doesn't matter. A beast isn't far from an Oni, you know.
You do well to follow his example.
I thought you'd see the appeal, Musashi.
That castle on the mountain.
Musashi, I sense Genma. Prepare yourself. No ordinary Genma can move like that. I doubt this area was designed to welcome visitors. The castle's owner must be terribly cautious.
I am Suten Tochi, Miyamoto Musashi, the fool who seeks strength yet rejects the power of the Oni. You shame yourself, child. Witness my might!
If you live by the sword, fighting is everything. So you've lost.
Will you swap the sword for a trowel?
Like hell I will.
No? What then? Are you going to start taking human souls?
If human souls are what it takes.
Musashi, if that's the path he walks, I will follow. I've chosen to trust Musashi's judgment in all matters.
Ori departed. Give me every ounce of power that you have. In return.
Then get going, Onimusha.
We can't wait to get our hands on Onimusha Way of the Sword this September. But you won't have to wait long to try it yourself. Here's one more update from the Onimusha team.
Hey! Who's there?
Simon. Are you there? Please say something. Where did you go, Simon?
Something doesn't feel right. Zoe? I'm sorry, Zoe?
What are you doing here?
What the hell is that?
There's more of them.
I'm so sorry.
The target is the front gate of the capital of our homeland, the Federation of Central Yuja. We will storm from the sea and take the capital back from our enemy.
So you're the next one? The one whose rear we'll have to cover?
The people left behind back on the continent need something to hold on to. Some sort of symbol that inspires hope.
We will be in visual range of the land battleship soon. Giant!
Enemy artillery intensifying. Damn it! Where's Wings when you actually need him? All units return to base.
Where are you going, Copter?
Cover Tasha, Rex.
That's where the Wings of Thief comes in. The legendary savior. Dee wants the legendary savior to get as much publicity as possible. More exposure, the better.
Cannons firing. We're gonna be wiped out.
All aircraft, pull out.
Sorry, Rex. You stay put, Joker One.
Above you flies the wings of thieves. No harm will come to you. Hands to the sky, everyone. Hope is within reach.
The Terminus fingers.
What, the imposter?
Sharing information isn't always about telling people the truth.
Hope's all we can offer, right, Joker One?
It's an ambush. Shadows.
Just as planned. We dangled the bait and Wings took it.
We'll find out soon enough.
Would you please? Green flight, defensive maneuver.
We've got a leak.
Is it time to run, Ray?
Hang on. Joker One, down's an enemy.
You never ran away, did you?
Here we go, Rex.
Come on, Ray.
Let's go, Rex.
These skies belong to you, Rex. Go take what's yours.
皆さんこんにちは。エースコマットシリーズブランドディレクターの河野です。お待たせいたしました。エースコンバット8ウィングスオブシーブの発売日は2026年10月2日、アーリーアクセスは9月29日になります。今回の映像では皆さんがエースコンバット8で直面する出来事を一つ一つのカットに意味を持たせて約2分にギュッと詰め込んでいます。自由自在に空を飛び、ドッグファイトの興奮を味わいながらドラマティックな英雄体験ができる。他にはないエースコンバットだけの空はもうすぐそこに広がっています。加えてもう一つお伝えしたいことがあります。こちらの映像をご覧ください。
Did you know there are 3 kinds of aces?
今回エースコンバット8ウィングスオブシーブにはダウンロード版はプレイオーダー特典として、パッケージ版には早期購入特典としてエースコンバット0ザ・ベルカンウォーの移植版がつくことになりました。ぜひ8と世界を同じくするストレンジリアルの世界をもっと深く楽しんでください。お知らせした通り発売まではあと少しです。出撃の準備を整えてお待ちください。ありがとうございました。
Great take. Think we got it.
Yep, roll playback.
There's a wounded man. Nasty injuries. It's like a beast tore him apart.
A beast? Out here? Are you drunk or something? Do him up and show him out. But he's still weak, so be careful.
What's going on?
Die, bastard. And you're tough. Surprisingly lively for someone who just came out of a coma.
If you want to survive, you gotta hustle. You fell from the moon.
I will help you, but you must not go there.
I'll take my chances. Turns out I'm a lucky man.
You'll find nothing there. But death.
Well, good luck. Keep quiet in there.
Something is coming. I have to go. It felt like an earthquake. But it was just a paperclip falling off a desk. The tiniest tremor before the main event.
Jesse.
I know what they put you through. You never had a chance.
2 days before the lockdown fell, an uncategorized resonance appeared in Manhattan. As things stand right now, Dylan, you're our only shot at survival.
You are not FBC. You're not even fucking human.
The FBC locked me in that cell for years and forgot about me. The hiss, it was a way out.
People can change. The past doesn't matter. Who are you today?
We're gonna have a lot of fun together. Darkness. For those without eyes to see. The canvas, blank and vast. Secrets buried in shadow. The graves. I cried out in my sleep. A warning. A hunter's call. Bury it. Do you crave endless life?
The dangerous and cutthroat world of Marathon expands today with its second season, Nightfall. And if you haven't checked out Marathon yet, Bungie announced an open trial period for the launch of Season 2. You'll also be able to pick up Marathon at a discount. Now, let's take a look at what's coming soon to PlayStation Plus. Up first, a beloved fantasy world is finally coming to PlayStation for the first time. RuneScape Dragon Wilds is an open-world survival game where you rise from survivor to dragon slayer. Play solo or with friends as you explore Ashenfall, a beautiful, dangerous new frontier in the RuneScape universe, where power is earned and every action deepens your mastery. With magic at your command, cross deadly terrain, mass forage in seconds, uncover hidden paths, and outmatch brutal monsters. Craft stronger gear, master magic, melee, and ranged combat, and push deeper into uncharted regions of Gielinor. Build a home together, farm the land, and fish the waters. Make it yours. RuneScape Dragon Wilds arrives day one on PlayStation Plus later this year. Next up, here's a preview of games coming to the Classics catalog over the next few months. In June, battle colorful enemies with musical instruments in Guitaru Man, one of the most stylish rhythm games from the PS2 era. In July, PsyOps The Mindgate Conspiracy joins the Classics catalog. This PS2 action-adventure mixes run-and-gun gameplay with psychic powers. And finally, Onimusha Dawn of Dreams, a Capcom classic from 2006, launches later this year in August.
Akashima Island, haunted by dark stories. Our goal, confront the evil, corrupting paradise. This is Dead True International.
Thanks. Come on, let's get a photo together.
Over! Rotated on that one.
A for effort, dude.
Who's the buff idiot?
Does no one know this guy?
This is how villains are made.
Oh, you two haven't met yet, right?
Sebastian, I'll be looking out for you.
Roland, whenever you're ready.
This facility has been shut down for decades. Uninvestigated, untold, until now.
This is how villains are made.
Did you hear that?
Nate, are you out there?
We gotta go.
Right! I have a bad feeling.
Let's get rid of it.
Grip it tight.
No! He's coming! Through there!
Take a deep breath.
Fuck! Which way?
Steady the mind.
We're gonna have to jump!
There's rocks down there!
Go! Go!
Can you do what needs to be done?
Hi, I'm Stu Tilley, Creative Director at Firesprite Games, and I hope you enjoyed the first look at our brand new installment of Until Dawn. In Until Dawn 2, a successful crew of ghost hunters who fake all their best content come face to face with real horrors for the very first time.
Whenever you're ready.
Having just signed a deal with a major TV network, they visit an abandoned tropical island. But beneath that beautiful surface hides dreadful, heartbreaking secrets, centuries old and hungry for vengeance. We're looking forward to sharing more details about this very soon, ahead of release in 2027. Thank you.
Now we have one more game to show, and it is something special. This is a brand new title debuting with more than 20 minutes of uninterrupted gameplay. So turn up the volume, sit back, and enjoy.
God of War. It's God of War. Is it the Faye game?
Find your way home. You are free.
So it was true.
burned clothes. The pyre. It happened. They're starting on the path. It's just... I didn't get to say goodbye. This definitely isn't the light of Alfheim. Mask. How? Shouldn't have been that difficult. Yeah. Armor. Good idea. Now, how about a way out? Guess I'll find my own way from here. Mask. No, it can't be. It's not possible. If there's another mask, their path isn't safe. I have to find a way back.
Not the gates. The gateway is closed.
this is important to you. I wonder, do you think this could set you free?
You touch me again, and I swear, I will kill you.
Would you like to see how hard it is to die here, Godly? I can show you.
You can't keep me here.
The gateway is closed. There is no escape.
Resisting the truth will only make this more painful.
Sekhmet.
No, Betsy. I will handle that problem. You deal with our new pet.
Okay. I think they're gone.
Just be careful.
Fresh air. Oh, you're different.
You're a cube. Talking. You know what? It doesn't matter. How do we get out of here?
Yeah, we've tried. There's no way out.
And you're a talking sword.
I'm not the sword. I'm the ribbons, obviously. And my name is Rue. The cube is Frank.
I'm Faye. There has to be a way out of here.
A way out? But you're not even all here.
Of course I'm not here. I'm dead.
You have to be dead to come through the gateway.
It's like you're holding something back.
This isn't working. Where are we anyway?
Afterlife of the gods? I call it the everyone.
Afterlife of the gods. Great.
So, what's the plan, boss?
Not your boss, Frank. That cask. That's why you're trapped.
Yeah. Wait, you made that big explosion happen, right? Could you do that again?
My magic, it's wrong here. I feel wrong here.
You want out, right?
I think we all want that.
We definitely do.
Faye, you need to accept it. All of it. You're dead.
How? How do I accept that?
Simple. Focus. You're here. Be here.
But what if I need to be somewhere else?
Then focus on what you do need. That's it. What were you thinking of?
A promise.
Okay, we'll take it. Now let's get out of here.
Okay. Get ready.
Wait! Not a good idea! Bad idea!
Kratos. Kratos.
Rue? I think you should give her the sword.
How do I know I can trust her?
I'll give it back. I promise.
Okay. Take it.
Not until I get you out.
I don't need help.
Here we go, coming up behind.
Got an idea on opening that cage.
Hey, kid! Get ready!
Come on!
No! I got a promise to keep.
Fine, but lady, that sword, it's more than you think it is.
I already told you! I will kill you.
Don't make promises you can't keep, Gotham. Try again!
Faye, focus!
Traitor! I will rend you sweat by sweat! You don't know what you wield.
What is it? You're scared of this sword. Why?
I fear nothing! Just give up!
I don't give up!
We have an interview with some of the developers at Sony Santa Monica, digging into that rather beefy chunk of gameplay we just got.
It looks like the first 20 minutes of the game, which I was not expecting. I was half expecting him to say it's available right now, but it looks like it's in development. And if I may, I actually have the official PlayStation Store description of the game.
Let her rip.
Experience the next chapter of the legendary God of War franchise for both new and returning fans alike. Death was supposed to be the end, but for Lei Fei, warrior and wife to Kratos, a new adventure is just beginning. Awakening unexpectedly in a strange land after her death, Fei discovers the plans she put in place to protect Kratos and Atreus in her absence are now at risk. To save the one she loves, Fei must fight through the afterlife of the gods, the Everywen, where ruthless gods from across mythology vie for power in a land overflowing with dangerous magic. Harness Fei's speed, control, and relentlessness to overwhelm even the fiercest of foes with decisive, deadly precision. God of War Lei Fei is coming soon to PlayStation 5 consoles.
Okay.
Across mythology, so not everyone was always speculating that we would go from one mythology to another, but as we see here, please forgive me if I get this wrong, but it seems like we have different cultures all at play, and that description basically confirms it. We see this demonic fire-like god who looked very like Khmerian / Thai or Cambodian, some sort of entity or a god, and then like an Egyptian-looking god. I'm just unfamiliar with all these, and again, all these creatures that we're seeing just look completely removed from Valhalla and everything we've seen in God of War Ragnarok or 2018. So just really interesting move, and this looks great. It looks beautiful.
I did not know that I wanted to know more about Faye. And this 20-minute chunk sold me on why I want to play as her, though, which has me more interested now in learning about what her journey is going to be and more about her backstory, which is, we're going to definitely get more of that. I can't see a world where we don't get more of the backstory for Faye with this and learn more about her time with Kratos before her passing and moving to this new plane. The action looks fantastic. I'm very excited for the combo potential in this game.
She can jump.
She can jump. You've got double jump. You've got double jumps. Looks like right off the bat. So plenty of combo potential. We were all talking about wanting a Devil May Cry in the pre-show. We're getting kind of a Devil May Cry adjacent thing since Capcom didn't show that today. I'm very excited for this now. This was, like I said at the start, I did not know I wanted to play more as Faye or learn more about Faye, but now I don't see a world where I don't just absorb everything in her story.
This is phenomenal looking. This is just technically, visually incredible looking, and it's very cool to see what Sony Santa Monica can do when they're working with
PlayStation 5 only,
properly using new hardware. What I love the most about it is I was skeptical hearing the rumors about mixing and matching mythologies and pantheons, but I feel like throwing them in this kind of
realm of the dead for the gods.
Yeah, this kind of limbo, whatever it is. It works for me, and I love that it looks so grounded, but so completely fantastic and over the top, just completely absurd. I feel like
we got some audio playing right now.
Anyway,
bear with us, guys. We're working through it right now.
Got some audio issues here.
But yeah, this looks fantastic. I think you're right. This everywhere plane kind of solves this issue, and I think it evolves the franchise in a really smart way to where everybody's like, oh, are we going to go to Egypt next? Or are we going to go to, China or Japan mythologies? It's like, we see how long game development is now, and we know how hungry, Sony Santa Monica knows how hungry people are to play more God of War games and see more of these mythos in action. And I think this is a perfect kind of solution of, let's get a little bit of a taste of everything. I think we'll probably see around 5 to 6 different realms is my prediction.
I don't even know if it's going to be as conventional as realms. I feel like the way that Norse mythology is structured, that totally works in the context of Ragnarok and the first game.
So I mean, not realms and locations, but I mean different mythos. We'll see different cultures.
Well, I love the fact that it is originally God of War. It is rooted more squarely, more kind of rigidly in mythology when you're adapting an existing mythos. But in this case, the fact that it is this kind of garbage dump of different deities and whatever and it's clearly people who are kind of misbehaving. You know, it's
Yeah.
like that. This doesn't look like the good place. You know, this is it's a little bit rough. But you've also got, again, they're veering from, I feel like, this kind of fantastical reinterpretation of mythology into just straight fantasy.
Yeah.
And you know, there's an argument to be made that that's always been the case, but the fact that there's a gelatinous cube seems to really just kind of put that right, front and center. This is a D&D enemy. This is not a.
Because I was like, is there any like? Does any culture have a gelatinous cube? And I was like, I don't think so.
I don't think there is, to my knowledge. That we prove us wrong. Internet, please tell us. But
and from what I'm seeing, so I might have missed the names, but from our producer saying that the Egyptian looking god was Sekhmet, and the red guy is the Mongolian god of war, Bekse or Bekshi. And one thing I've always loved about God of War and the 2018 reboot or not reboot, but sequel is you see the different iterations of the same god in different cultures. So like, in Ragnarok, we got to meet the Norse god of war while playing as the original Greek god of war who killed the previous Greek god of war. And now we're going to fight a Mongolian god of war, which kind of rules. And I love seeing that like adaptation and how different cultures have different perspectives on how they portray these different things, which is why it's so exciting to see it in a fantasy setting.
Yeah, and again, to the weird juxtaposition of incredibly realistic visuals with also incredibly fantastic unrealistic visuals, like the fact that you've got, again, not a talking sword, but a sword with talking ribbons on it, and a talking cube, and you're fighting a 12-foot tall war god and doing double jumps. There are things that, like, we should not being like, well, this isn't very realistic. No kidding, it's about mythology.
Yeah.
Like, have you read any mythology? It's completely bonkers. And I love that they're managing to juggle that sense of groundedness, but also double jumps and gelatinous cubes. Like, it's a really, really hard balancing act to strike. And I don't know, it's working for me here.
I might not remember it from Ragnarok, but I cannot wait for this game to show us how Faye and Kratos met, because what a meet cute that must have been.
I'm sure there was some fists thrown. I love that the cube's name is just Frank, and we've got played by Deborah Ann Woll, who also played Karen in Punisher, who was in Daredevil and Punisher, and Frank
hangs out with a lot of Franks. Yeah,
there's a lot of Franks. So I'm wondering I can't wait for the internet to do some cuts of these conversations together.
Also, just her like acrobaticness, her different like style of combat. Like you can very much see the DNA of God of War 2018 in this game, but I just love how much like more acrobatic she is compared to Kratos. And that's the thing I was worried about, is that it would feel too similar to what we've seen from God of War before. And I can tell this is in that realm. Like I understand how this plays, but that freeformness to how she moves, also her like co-op partner here is a gelatinous cube that she can bounce enemies off of for like air juggling potential. It's so cool.
I'm really looking forward to some puzzles, some interesting platforming choices, because you've got a talking ribbons that can go and grapple things, and a gelatinous cube you can bounce on, and also you can double jump. I feel like that opens up a huge breadth of possibilities in terms of just getting around this world once you get past this burning hellhole here. But like, I really hope they don't just tell me the puzzle solutions. Like I hope that they took the feedback there, and that these weird talking objects don't just blurt out the answers left and right like Atreus did.
I love the knocking the spirits out of, like the soul out of enemies and using that to combo into them before it explodes. Like that's so cool. There's a lot of questions we're gonna have over the next year, I'd say at least, of development as they start to drip feed more information. Like, what did they mean by that sword is more than you think it is?
Well, I remember when they were talking about God of War 2018, just talking about how much work went into getting that axe to feel right, and getting that recoil or whatever, recalling it, and they clearly watched the Thor movies a bit and took some notes about how that works. And like, I love that the knocking the soul out of the body is like a full on, that's like a Doctor Strange move right there. Like it's cool.
And is it coming next year? You think? You think it's a 2027 release?
I hope so. I think we've got a pretty good idea of what 2026 is going to look like now after this state of play with so many games, which I'm sure we'll talk about in a moment. But 2027 is still pretty open for a lot of stuff.
It gives me pause because it just says in development. I was like, you showed me the first 20 minutes of the game. Give it to me now, please.
They got to make the next 18 hours.
Yeah, there you
There's
go.
a lot more there. But no, it clearly is really far along. We were talking about, you were like, maybe it's really far along. Maybe it's going to come out this fall. And look at how long the tale on Wolverine was from that initial CG reveal to finally seeing proper gameplay in action. We're going to talk about Wolverine in a second. But yeah, I feel like I think they're being cautious and not saying a year quite yet because it's tricky to make a game that looks like this, or any game really, but especially a game like this. This is gorgeous. And yeah, I'm hoping we're playing this next fall, but I wouldn't be surprised if we got to wait a little bit longer. But it is clearly a video game. You know, this at no point am I like, I don't know, it kind of looks like CG. It's like, no.
No bull shots.
Yeah, exactly. This is, I mean, that guy's kind of bull-like, but yeah. Yeah.
This is exciting. I thought I was done with the God of War saga. Just like, all right, I think I'm ready to move on into let Sony Santa Monica do something different. But this very clearly is something different, and I'm very excited for it.
No, they, like I said, they picked the right avenue to go for evolving this franchise.
And anybody who's not feeling this in particular, like, bear in mind there is also a trilogy of God of War remakes in development, as well as an Amazon Prime show. So, you know, take that for what it's
Plenty
worth.
of Kratos to come.
Yeah, and then I kind of hope we get some more little Sons of Sparta style things in the middle there. You know, like we've been talking a lot about that, about how like Sony's got a bunch of legacy IP. It's cool to get these big, huge quadruple A flagship releases, but it's kind of nice to also get stuff in between, like little things to be like, hey, yeah, we know the lights are still on, so
something to tide you
more
over.
of that. Yeah. Look at that logo. Look at how shiny that is. That's so pretty. I'm into it. Yeah, I'm very excited about this. And again, if this grabbed you, be sure to stick around to the end of this live show because we have an interview queued up. Check out. So, IGN Summer of Gaming is only just getting started. Be sure to join us this Friday for Summer Games Fest, plus pre- and post-show coverage. And then this weekend, it's going to be IGN Live, our very own 2-day in-person event. If you can make it to downtown LA, we would love it if you'd come and join us. You can grab a ticket at ign.com/live. And if you can't be here in person, rest assured we're going to be streaming the whole thing. We need to take a quick break, but when we return, we're going to talk about Wolverine. Yeah, bub.
IGN Summer of Gaming is presented by Amazon.
Ooh, what a show. A lot of goodies in store, especially for September. It's going to be jam-packed with games galore. I did not expect so many games to be coming out in 1 month. Wow. So, I know I will be busy. The show wasn't bad. I think that I have to be honest with the Wolverine showing. I thought it was going to be, or shall I say reveal, I thought it was going to be a lot longer than what was shown. I thought it was going to be more shown. It seemed like it's still in development or something. There's something wrong with it to me, that it did not catch my attention. Like, oh man, this is that game. To start this State of Play off right, it wasn't it. There's something about it. I mean, the quality of the game was just not it. When Wolverine is talking, it seems like he's mumbling. Maybe it's because of the glasses that I have on, the Steve Urkel look that I have going on. Shout out to the Thinker. Shout out to Koji Master. Appreciate the both of you guys joining in. Jose joined earlier. Appreciate you if you're still in the stream. If not, man, I have to give it a 7. I have to give this show a 7 because there was so much hope for so many predictions to be at the State of Play. And we don't know when we're ever going to get a showcase, if that even going to happen anytime this year. And there's so many other games that needs to be in the spotlight that we have not seen updates to. But big ups to Insomniac Games. They have been carrying Sony for quite some time. But this show, let's see what they have to say about Wolverine. and
gameplay like demo. This was such a good
looking
little
at
teaser
this game,
of the
it
things we're
doesn't-
going to expect. We got to see some
it's not
finishers,
up
we
to
got to see some
par
abilities,
to the
we saw his
quality.
rage,
Look at the
we saw the
trees, look at
healing, we saw the death,
the grass,
like,
Yeah, the
leaves,
fail
the
state.
failed state.
building.
Yeah, we saw so much in this trailer.
I don't see it.
I'm very sold and ready for it. I mean, we were already sold beforehand, but this put the final nail in the coffin for making sure I'm there day one for this one.
I mean, I think
Now, will I
one
be
thing that
playing
always
Wolverine?
strikes me about the
Yes, I will be
Insomniac
picking
Marvel
this up.
games, now that we
It's-
could say this
it's just-
plural, is how they kind of effortlessly show off their cameos in a way that doesn't feel like, look we got another person in here. It feels very natural. It feels like, yeah, this is just the world that they live in. And in this issue, Wolverine stumbles into an encounter, and Jean Grey happens to be there. And I really appreciate that effortlessness, but also it just looks fun as hell to play Wolverine and throw people through objects. Everything destroys itself very nicely. I love right here, you see some of the blood kind of pool into the water and start to trail a little bit. Like,
Now, don't get too excited because we know, the pre-release footage of puddles and Insomniac games could be a whole other puddle
it's
gate. all over again.
Bloodgate's back, baby.
Okay. I mean,
we
that's
know
what I
that
was
there's,
thinking earlier.
Leech.
Like,
Yeah.
this
There's a
can't
couple-
not be the final.
Was that maybe Callisto
product.
in the back of the truck?
I wouldn't be
it cannot
surprised.
be.
Callisto is known
Yeah.
for protecting the mutants,
Yeah.
especially the ones that, like the Morlocks.
I dig it because they said that this is a version of this universe where mutants are out there, but they're also in hiding, which is a nice way of kind of hand-waving the fact that there's not a bunch of mutants hanging around in Spider-Man. Assuming these are, I think they're in the same universe, but I feel like they're not overemphasizing that, which is healthy and good.
Well, I hope the game doesn't do that when it comes out. All right, so let's let's end it here. It was a pretty good state of play. There was a lot of predictions that didn't come to the screen at all, but I really hope people got what they was looking for, and some of the reveals here, some of the showings, and some of the updates. I was hoping for Capcom to steal the show here, but they did show up a few times, which is okay. I'm okay with that. So appreciate you guys. So Summer Game Fest is just right around the corner, so we're gonna be right back here with Summer Game Fest, Jeff Keighley and the crew, and hopefully we get some really, really good reveals. I know it's going to be a lot of stuff to be shown here at Summer Game Fest, and hopefully it turns out to be better than what that was last year. So, but we'll see. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate you, and yeah, we're back for a limited time. I'll see you guys in the next showing. Peace out.